हेलो एवरीवन ओम सर कोचिंग को तुम मान स्वागत। आज आम नवम श्रेणी इंग्लिश बहिर द स्विमर हु डज नॉट नीड हर लेग्स रो क्वेश्चन आंसर को डिस्कस करिबा। प्रथमे आम डी सेक्शन रो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्स्ट रो क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस करिबा। तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देछि व्हेन डिड जानकी गेट द आइडिया ऑफ स्विमिंग द इंग्लिश चैनल। आंसर हेबो व्हेन जानकी वाज ए चाइल्ड शी गॉट द आइडिया ऑफ स्विमिंग द इंग्लिश चैनल। सेकंड क्वेश्चन देछि व्हाट डिड शी प्लान टू डू देन। आंसर हेबो जानकी who wanted to swim the English channel conveyed her message to the English Channel Swimming Association for details. Third question देछि who said I was able to swim 10 hours at a stretch in the swimming pool। ताहले ऑप्शन ए रे देछि मिस्टर गोपाल, बी रे देछि मिस्टर दिनेश सुवर्ण, सी रे देछि जानकी। ताहले हमरो करेक्ट आंसर हेबो जानकी। 4 नंबर क्वेश्चन where did she go with the help of Thimaya Academy of Adventure। आंसर हेबो with the help of Thimaya National Academy of Adventure Janaki went to the coastal town of Malpe and began training in the Arabian Sea। भी रे प्रश्न देछि what did she do there। आंसर हेबो in the Arabian Sea she spent 3 weeks there with a coach called Dinesh Suvarna। She learned to spend long hours in the sea by swimming a minimum of 20 kilometers a day। 6 number question who contributed the money she needed for swimming the English Channel। आंसर हेबो for swimming the English Channel Janaki needed the fund, the government, a few private agencies and several friends contributed the money she needed for swimming the English Channel। 7 number question who was Stella Streeter। आंसर हेबो Stella Streeter was the famous channel coach। She trained Janaki for 3 weeks for her attempt। 8 number question what does Janaki's maritime express mean। आंसर हेबो in the relay swim there were 6 members who formed a team and they each do a minimum 2 hours of swimming। In Janaki's relay team other swimmers were mostly Americans and they were amazed to see her swim। To honor her they named the relay team Janaki's Maritime Express। एबे आमे ई सेक्शन रो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्स्ट बेटर रो क्वेश्चन आंसर को डिस्कस करिवा। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देछि What were the conditions set by English Channel Swimming Authority। आंसर हेबो when Janaki conveyed her message to English Channel Swimming Association for the details of the attempt they replied that 2 conditions have to be met before a swimmer is allowed to make an attempt। The first condition set by them was that the swimmer should be able to spend at least 10 hours continuously in the water। The second condition was that the swimmer should be able to do marathon swimming, that is he or she should be able to swim in the high seas for long hours at a stretch। Second question देछि why were the officials of English Channel Swimming Associations shocked। आंसर हेबो when Janaki reached Dover and began practicing in the English Channel the Channel Swimming Association officials were shocked। It was the first time in their experience that a physically handicapped person was trying to swim the English Channel। 4 number question what were the channel waters like। आंसर हेबो the channel waters were too cold, the water was also very salty and whenever it entered Janaki's mouth she felt sick। Also there were seaweeds and jellyfish in the water, those fish kept sticking to her body and made her uncomfortable। 5 number question what were the problems that Janaki faced while swimming the channel in a relay team। आंसर हेबो the channel waters were so cold that she needed more energy than usual to keep her arms moving। Then she had the problems of her legs moving to the left or to the right whichever way the waves were moving, for which she needed a lot of energy। Also the water was very salty and whenever it entered her mouth she felt sick। There were also the seaweeds and jellyfish which kept sticking to her body and made her feel uncomfortable। 6 number question what were the feelings of Janaki's parents when she was crossing the channel waters। आंसर हेबो Janaki's parents were anxious when she was crossing the channel waters। They were constantly thinking how her attempt would turn out। They didn't eat a single morsel। For them the whole experience was dangerous and agonizing। 7 number question what does the expression paraplegic Olympics mean। आंसर हेबो the paraplegic Olympics are multi-sports games for physically disabled athletes। 8 number question what is it you like the most about Janaki। Is it her determination, her courage, her hard work। आंसर हेबो I like everything about Janaki. Her sheer determination made her first attempt of crossing English Channel successful. Her courage is beyond words as she crossed the channel without any special boat. It was hard work that made her become the first handicapped swimmer to part swim the English Channel. Since her dreaming of crossing the channel to making it happen, she took every effort and worked hard towards the success. एबे आमे F section रो लेट्स टॉक रो किछि क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस करिबा. तो ए रे देछि से whether the following statement are true or false discuss in groups. ताहले एठारे जानकी सह जड़ित किछि क्वेश्चन देछि हमको जणेबार अछि सेटा ट्रू और फॉल्स. फास्ट सेंटेंस देछि जानकी वाज स्ट्रक बाय पोलियो एट द एज ऑफ 2. जेहेतु ए लाइनटा ठीक अछि सेति आमे ट्रू लिखिबा. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट देछि जानकी वाज द फर्स्ट वुमन टू स्विम द इंग्लिश चैनल. एटा फॉल्स. थर्ड रे देछि जानकी हैड बिगन ट्रेनिंग वेरी हार्ड बिफोर शी अटेम्प्टेड द चैनल स्विम. एटा ट्रू सेंटेंस. 4 रे देछि द चैनल स्विमिंग एसोसिएशन परमिटेड जानकी टू स्विम एलोन अक्रॉस द इंग्लिश चैनल. एटा फॉल्स. 5 नंबर रे देछि all other members of the relay team were also handicapped like Janaki. एटा मध्य false. 6 नंबर स्टेटमेंट Janaki's parents were worried about her when she was in the channel waters. एटा ठीक तो सेति पय हमें ट्रू लिखिबा. 7th सेंटेंस the dream of Janaki was to swim the English channel. एटा मध्य ट्रू. 8 नंबर सेंटेंस Janaki wanted to prove that to be handicapped is no bar to success. एटा मध्य ट्रू. तापर क्वेश्चन देछि given below is a list of words you have to take the negative prefix which goes with each of them. एठारे हमको सब वर्ड रे प्रीफिक्स ऐड करिवार अछि आ वर्ड रे अपोजिट वर्ड बनेबार अछि. ताले फर्स्ट वर्ड देथिला पॉसिबल तार प्रीफिक्स लगेबा आई एम एवं हे जीव से वर्ड इम्पॉसिबल. सेमती करेज रहबो डिस्करेज, सफिशिएंट रो इनसफिशिएंट, कनेक्ट रो डिस्कनेक्ट, पर्सनाली रो इनपर्सनाली, सक्सेसफुली रो अनसक्सेसफुली, कंफर्टेबल रो अनकंफर्टेबल, वर्दी रे अनवर्दी, ओबे रहबो डिसओबे, एबल रहबो अनेबल और डिसेबल. तापरे अंडरस्टैंड रहबो मिसअंडरस्टैंड, ऑनेस्ट रहबो डिसऑनेस्ट, काउंट रहबो अनकाउंट नहले मिसकाउंट, वैलिड रहबो इनवैलिड, फिट रहबो अनफिट एवं मिसफिट जेउटा भी तमे लिखि परिबो. यूज्ड रहबो अनयूज्ड और मिसयूज्ड, मैनेज रहबो मिसमैनेज, एसेंशियल रहबो इनएसेंशियल. तापरे बिलीव रहबो अनबिलीव किंबा डिसबिलीव. तापरे एपियर रहबो डिसएपियर, माइंडफुल रहबो अनमाइंडफुल, प्रॉपर रहबो इम्प्रॉपर, नॉर्मल रहबो एबनॉर्मल, एफिशिएंट रहबो इनएफिशिएंट, सुइटेबल रहबो अनसुइटेबल. तापरे प्रश्न देछि सर्टेन वर्ड्स और ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स अकर टुगेदर वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली. दिस ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स आर कॉल्ड फ्रेजेस. मेक सेंटेंसेस ऑफ योर ओन यूजिंग द फ्रेजेस गिवन बिलो. ताहले दिया जाइथिबा किछि फ्रेज को नै कि हमें सेंटेंस बनेबा. ए रे देछि एट द स्ट्रेच. ताहले सेंटेंस हेबो माय मदर कैन कुक मोर देन 3 केक्स एट ए स्ट्रेच. बी रे फ्रेज देछि लिव फॉर. ताहले सेंटेंस हेबो आई एम लिविंग फॉर पेरिस दिस इवनिंग. सी रे फ्रेज देछि इन स्पाइट ऑफ. सेंटेंस हेबो इन स्पाइट ऑफ हिज पॉवर्टी ही रैंक्ड फर्स्ट इन द कैट एग्जाम. डी रे फ्रेज देछि ए लॉट ऑफ. सेंटेंस हेबो वी हैव ए बिग हाउस एंड देयर इज ए लॉट ऑफ स्पेस इन द गार्डन. ई रे फ्रेज देछि कीप ए शार्प आई. ताहले सेंटेंस हेबो पेरेंट्स हैव टू कीप ए शार्प आई ऑन देयर चिल्ड्रन एल्स दे डू समथिंग मिस्चिवस. तापरे क्वेश्चन देछि कंप्लीट द फॉलोइंग सेंटेंसेस विथ कुड, वाज और वेयर एबल टू और कुड नॉट. तो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस देछि द फायर स्प्रेड क्विकली बट एवरीवन वेयर एबल टू एस्केप. सेकंड सेंटेंस देछि he could drive when he was 16 but he was not able because he did not have a license. Third sentence dechi they did not have any tomatoes in the first shop I went to but I was able to get some in the next shop. Fourth sentence dechi the boy fell into the river but fortunately we were able to rescue him. 5 number sentence he had hurt his leg so he could walk very slowly. 6 number sentence I looked everywhere for the book बट आई वाज नॉट एबल टू फाइंड इट. ए थिला आज प्रश्न उत्तर वीडियो. जदि वीडियोटी भल लगी थाए वीडियो को लाइक करंतु एवं एमिति सब विषय प्रश्न उत्तर पाइबा पई ओम सर कोचिंग चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दियंतु.